All right, so we are covering natural solutions for immune support. Any questions you have, you can throw them in the chat, like while you're thinking of them. I can't see the chat. I won't answer it like as we're going through, just so that we can go through this quickly, but then I'll answer them at the end. Okay. So make sure you have a pen, notebook, something to write down all these good nuggets of information, some good hydration. Water is always good. And if you have any essential oils or if you got samples from me, I always love to send peppermint, and Balance is one of my absolute favorites. Actually, 8 years ago, this was one of my very first doTERRA oils, and that is our grounding blend. And it just works wonders. I was just at the doTERRA convention, and that was in Salt Lake City. Oh, this feels so good. And I had Balance with me all the time, just traveling. I usually have a lot of anxiety with that, but Balance really just literally kept me balanced. So I was really, really thankful. All right, so let's focus on what are your top three health concerns? Is it stress, anxiety, pain and inflammation, sleep, digestion, immune support, lacking in energy or motivation, or maybe you're just feeling extremely overwhelmed, or maybe it's all of the above? Okay, that happens too, and that's totally okay. These are just ones that I listed that are top reasons why people come to me for looking for natural solutions. So these are things that we're going to cover. In addition to highlighting the immune support, we're going to cover all of these, but it's important to kind of know where you're at, where your struggles are, so that when we talk about something like if you're really looking for sleep, and we start talking about sleep, you'll be like, oh yes, okay, this would be some good products for me to tap into. Okay. Okay, so the key, to health and wellness, and especially when we're talking about immune support, I could talk about all the wonderful essential oils all day long, but having a foundation of health and wellness is extremely important. Okay, so we're going to talk about the foundation of your health and wellness is really your nutrition. So we want to make sure that in our diet that we are eating a healthy, well balanced diet. Okay. We want to eat the rainbow. Look, I love this picture. I want to eat everything in there. All the colors are so vibrant. And of course, the more variety you have, the more that we're incorporating different nutritional values and things like that. So we'll talk about how important it is to make sure that we have that proper nutrition. Hydration is key. So it's very important that we are hydrating our body. And we'll talk about the benefits of that. Making sure that we're getting that good quality sleep. Of course, that is directly connected to your immune support, and as well as reducing stress and that proper self-care. So you want to be doing this all the time, every single day. You don't want to, neglect that. But self-care isn't something that is a selfish thing or a pampering thing. Self-care is truly nurturing your body and making sure that you are getting again, that good proper sleep, that you have a healthy workout routine, that you're getting that proper nutrition, and really taking the time to make sure that you are well nourished. Okay. So let's dive into some of these topics. I used to always kick off my classes with talking about some of the all my favorite essential oils, and then talking about our supplement system. And my husband, Philip, was really the one who said to me, he's like, Kara, I don't know why you're doing that, because that lifelong vitality, that supplement system is my absolute favorite product. And you really need to make sure that you have that foundation of your health and wellness, because when you do that, you can actually metabolize and absorb and benefit from your essential oils even better. Okay. So it's really important, again, talking about that foundation. I just learned this past weekend that as much variety of health and wellness and all the fruits and vegetables and the varied diet that we try to include in our daily routine, our diet today, the nutritional value is just not there. One apple from 1950. Okay, so if you were going to consume one apple in 1950, the nutritional value to get that same amount of nutrition of that one apple from 1950, it would take 100 apples today, which is just unbelievable. But there's a couple of reasons for that. First of all, the soil is extremely depleted of the nutrients that the soil used to have. The other thing is that a lot of these apples are coming and being transported into our grocery stores from far, far away. So they're being harvested at an earlier state. So that means that they are not vine ripened. They don't have that same nutritional value. Obviously, being able to go into a farmer's market is going to help with some of that. But there is some things that are just a little bit challenging where, yes, we have the luxury of having anything we want in the grocery store when you look at the vast amount of produce that's being offered 365 days a year. And it is great, right? I definitely want you to continue that. But just know that the nutritional value is not the same as what it used to be. So it's really important that we have that proper supplementation. And doTERRA, that I'm going to talk about, this company is a wellness company. So we focus on all aspects of your health and wellness. And of course, again, the most important part of that is your nutrition. That's your foundation. So we have something called Lifelong Vitality. It is our number one most reordered product. It has a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you don't have more energy during the day, better sleep at night, less aches and pains, and better mood management, you can return the empty bottles. Okay. So, the important thing to understand here about this system and why it's different than anything else that you'll see on the market is the fact that these are whole food multivitamins and minerals. Whole food is extremely important because that means that your body can 100% metabolize it. Okay. So you're going to get the full benefit of what you're consuming. It's a lot easier on the digestive system. And again, you're reaping those full benefits. We have it's a three-step system. Okay. So you're going to take this in the morning and the afternoon or in the evening, whichever you prefer. So the Microplex VMZ, this is your whole food multivitamin and minerals. The Alpha CRS has really powerful antioxidants, also supports with cellular energy. And the E omegas, this is your omega 3, 6, and 9 fatty acids. There's 9 different essential oils in there also, but this is all going to support your antioxidants, your DNA protection, your eyes, your brains, your nervous system, your brains, you have one brain, your eyes, your brain, your nervous system, liver function, digestive health, helping with more energy, less discomfort. So that means less aches and pains, supporting your immune function, stress management, cardiovascular health, and a healthy inflammatory response. So this kind of breaks it down into what the three are. But the Microplex has 22 essential vitamins and minerals. It also supports your bone health it has calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D. We also have vitamins A and C and E in here, plus an energy complex of B vitamins. The Alpha CRS is the one with the basically reducing the oxidative stress in the body. So we're going to help with that healthy cellular immune function, mental clarity, brain function, and the E omegas. Again, this is your omega 3, 6, and 9s, which is really important for your cardiovascular health and also your cognitive function and healthy glowing skin. So this is a great way to be able to absorb it. The biggest difference of this composed to or as opposed to like other supplements that are on the market, again, these are completely bioavailable because they're a whole-based food, so it's recognized by the body, so we have better absorption that way. We get a full spectrum of ingredients, and we have no GMOs, dyes, fillers, synthetics, anything like that. It's all completely natural. Other supplements on the market in synthetic form, okay, so they're not in their natural state. It's a little bit, or actually it's quite a bit harder for your body to be able to recognize what that is when it's a synthetic and it's pulled out of its natural state. Harder for the body to be able to metabolize and digest. So it's not going to be as bioavailable. And it's just harder for your body to be able to work to break it down, especially like a one a day or a multivitamin or something like that is just like one hard calcified rock. It's incredibly hard on your system to be able to break down and digest that. So this is going to be much more bioavailable and absorbable. This is an $89 system. And you actually, if you were to buy all of these individually, you'd be spending over $250 like at a supplement store. Okay. So that's really important. It is a pill form. I will tell you that coming out October 1st, I'm really excited for this. We just got these at our convention. This is what's called VMG. And so this is a powder and it has everything that you need in this powder form. So it has your vitamins and your minerals, and it has the addition of greens added to it that you just mix to with 5 to 8 ounces of cold water in the morning, and you're good to go. So you don't have to take it twice a day. You can just take it in the morning, or mid morning, whatever works best for you. But it is incredible. I'm so excited. We're going to be doing a deeper dive into this in October. But let me know if you'd like a sample of this. We've just started it here in our family, and we're loving it. It's super easy to do, very, of course, bioavailable. It has all the same benefits of being all natural, whole food supplement that can be easily metabolized and absorbed by the body. Plus, we have all of our greens in here. So, that could be a whole class in itself, okay? But there's over 90 super powered ingredients in here. So, and it tastes great. It has a like a pineapple mango flavor to it. So it's super easy to be able to drink and consume. In addition to that, some other great supplements that I think are really important and to support your health and wellness. This is called Terrazyme, and this is a digestive enzyme complex. There's 10 active whole enzymes in here. And what's important about that is when you're eating, it's these enzymes actually help to break down your food so that you can absorb the nutrients better. Okay. So where it's helping to be able to make sure that we're metabolizing and putting a lot less stress on your digestive system. Also, a really good probiotic. Okay, I'm sure you've heard people talk about probiotics all the time. Some of the tricky things with probiotics that are on the market is that they will actually start to break down in the stomach because of our stomach acidity. So we want to make sure that we have something like this PB Restore. There's a little picture of what this capsule looks like. It's a pre and probiotic. So this means that actually this healthy bacteria is starting to be released in the stomach initially, but the pill is encapsulated and protected so that the stomach acidity doesn't break it down all the way, and it actually can make it into the intestines where we have and can release 18 billion CFUs of probiotics. Okay, so that's 24 active cultures to be able to promote a healthy, active microbiome. So when we can fill the gut with good, healthy bacteria, okay, and we're keeping that good, healthy microflora and a balanced microbiome, then there's no room for bad bacteria. Okay, so we want to fill with good bacteria so that there's no room for bad bacteria. So this is a great product. And the other a great supplement, the last thing that I'll talk about is our MetaPower. So this is our metabolic system. This came out 2 years ago, and it's something that I would never skip a day without. So if you feel that you're struggling with slow metabolism, you have sleep issues, sore joints or muscles. I mean, I don't know who doesn't have this. Sagging skin, poor circulation, low energy, that not hunger cravings so much, but like the sugar cravings, wrinkles, hair loss, glucose spikes, brain fog, mood swings, all of those things. This is an incredible system and offering a great natural solution for it. So it's a simple 3-step system. The Advantage is something that I take, and my husband and I both take on a daily basis because this is your collagen. Okay. Your body stops producing collagen, reduces the production of collagen, I should say, at the age of 25. Collagen, I'm sure you've heard about also. It's really important for healthy, glowing skin, that nice, supple skin. But it's also really important that you're incorporating enough different types of collagen. So a lot of collagen you see on the market is type 1 and type 2, and which really focuses on the hair, skin, and nails. But this MetaPower Advantage has 9 different types of collagen. So we're focusing not only on the healthy hair, skin, and nails, but we're also focusing on immune support, your digestive system, your muscles, your tendons, any kind of connective tissue, all of that, so that you feel good, really, literally from the inside out. We also have NMN and NADH, which is really important. This is a energy molecule for the body, so helping to support good, healthy mitochondria and cellular development. So this helps with cognitive function, lean muscle, that connective tissue, your skin elasticity and firmness. So we're helping with that biological aging. Okay, so Biological aging is going to be different than your chronological aging. For me, I'm 45 years old. That's my chronological age. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that. Okay. My birthdays are going to continue to come every single year. However, your biological age is little as is different. Okay. It's going to be how you actually look and feel from the inside out. And that's why you might see someone at a high school reunion, or maybe you see friends that you went to school with on Facebook, and some can look really good, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, what is Mary doing? She looks incredible. She doesn't look like she's even aged from high school. And then you see people when you're like, oh my gosh, what did Joe do? He used to be like, the athlete. He was the a star football player, and now he doesn't look very healthy. Do I look that old? And that has everything to do with your biological aging, which has a huge factor with what we're supporting our body with. So that means your nutrition, that means your smart supplementation, that means how you're moving your body, if you're resting and managing stress. And believe it or not, one big thing that has a impact on your biological aging is healthy connections. So make sure that you stay connected with family and friends and continue to socialize because it keeps you young. I love that. Okay, and then the MetaPower, the Metabolic Assist. Okay, the Assist is a capsule that you take with your highest carbohydrate meal each day, and this has berberine and mulberry leaf in it. What that does is it prevents the glucose spikes. Okay, so when we eat like a high pasta meal or something sugary, even if it's like fruit in the morning, when we have that glucose spike, it actually releases oxidative stress in the body, which ages us. Okay. It puts a lot of wear and tear on the body. So if we can flatten that curve and lower that glucose spike, you're going to feel more energy during the day. You're not going to feel that crash after eating something like that. And we're preventing that oxidative stress from being released into the body. So it's a much healthier blood sugar response. Okay. So we're going to stabilize those energy levels throughout the day. And then the blend. Okay, so there's four different methods of delivery with the blend. We have the oil itself. We have little beadlets that you can take that has like a quarter drop of the essential oils that I like to just have in my purse. And I'll just use those throughout the day to help to prevent those sugar cravings. There's a gum that you can chew, and then there's also even soft gels. So, whatever works best for you. But this is going to curb those sugar cravings. It's supporting your metabolic health. There's 5 different oils in here. We've got grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon in here. So those 5 oils work together synergistically to help to really regulate your metabolism, okay, and reduce those sugar cravings. It actually inhibits fat cell maturation. So you can see here in this picture, this is what someone's cell looked like before MetaPower. And within a couple months of using the MetaPower, those fat cells were actually shrunken down. So when we gain weight, we don't actually gain more fat cells. When we gain weight, our fat cells just expand and blow up like a balloon. So we want to keep these balloons tiny. This is like the after party. Okay. We don't want big birthday balloons. We want smaller balloons. And so this is how MetaPower is going to support that. So here's me. I'll be totally vulnerable with you. Well, this is right when I started MetaPower, and then you can see the progression. This is not my underwear. This is a Target swimming suit, just so you know. But you can see the tone has changed in my skin, even in my arms and legs. But I've actually lost weight with this. It's not. I don't want you to think of it as a weight loss product, but it's something that, again, supporting your metabolism. When you're not having those sugar cravings, you have more energy, you're naturally going to lose weight. But you can also see the difference in my skin. So this is me 7:30 in the morning with no makeup on, and I didn't know I looked this mean. But you can see even just the change in the color of my skin, right? And now you can see this filling in of the skin. I don't have those dark circles under my eye, much more supple and full. So that's a whole class in itself. If you want a class recording on MetaPower, just let me know and I'll get that to you. Okay. But that's really important that I kick it off with that, just so you can understand how important it is to make sure that we have that foundation of health and wellness so that when we are incorporating your essential oils, again, you're going to be able to benefit from them better and be able to metabolize them better. It's just a win-win. Okay. So when we talk about the oils that we're going to incorporate, it's important that we're First of all, I'm only going to talk doTERRA because these are the number one most tested, most trusted essential oils in the entire world. We're considered a medical grade essential oil, and that's why you'll see us working more and more with hospitals, with integrative medicine. There is no messing around. doTERRA's oils are tested. We have a third party testing. Each oil actually goes through 30 to 50 different third party tests to ensure their quality. And there's actually a little number on the bottom of every bottle that you can go to the website. There's a little section called Source to You, and you can put in that code and it will tell you all the testing results of that bottle. So we have incredible consistency. We have that purity. So what you get today is going to be the same what you get next year and the year on and the year after that. Okay. Know that there's going to be no negative side effects or addictions. So when we're using something like this for our health and wellness, I'm sure you've seen on TV all the commercials for different medications, and then the last 30 seconds is a big long run of may cause this and this and that and that and that, right? This, we do not have the negative side effects. We actually have side benefits. Okay. So if you're using something like lavender for sleep, you may not realize it, but it's actually going to be benefiting you with your skin. It's a natural antihistamine. So many different wonderful benefits of it that you're going to be getting as you are using this throughout your daily routine. These are simply extracts from plants. So, what the plant uses to thrive and survive in nature is what we're using for our benefit. We talked about that purity and the potency. The potency with doTERRA oils are going to be much different than anything else that you see on the market because we are sourcing from all over the world. We're actually sourcing where the plants grow in nature. Okay, so that means we're going to be sourcing in over 49 different countries. And it's really important that we are sourcing there because when we're extracting the oil where the plant grows best, the oil itself is going to be much more potent, much more effective. So just like you may see like oh gosh, what is it? Like an orange tree. Okay. So I have an orange tree that I'm growing here in Wisconsin. The nutritional value, I can guarantee and tell you that that is going to be much different than the nutritional value of the orange trees that are growing in Florida because that is where they grow in nature. They've got the ideal climate there. They've got much better sun and heat and warmth than the soil, all the things. And it's the same way when we're extracting our oils. We want to make sure that we're extracting them where the plants are growing in nature. You're just going to get a lot more bang for your buck. And they're going to be 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So, one drop of peppermint is going to be equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So a little bit is going to go a long way. 1 to 2 drops per application is really all that you're going to need. Okay. So the first one I love to talk about, and if you got a sample of the peppermint, you can take that out. This is one of my favorites. I call this a Swiss Army knife of essential oils. Peppermint is a wonderful one to really help with staying focused or energized. If you see this little A, T, and I here, A means aromatic, T means topical, and I means internal. Okay, so this is one that we can use all 3 ways, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. But this is a great way to be able to get into action. I've got this in the diffuser every morning to get me out of bed. Also, really great for sluggish afternoons. If you're feeling that middle of the afternoon that maybe you feel like you need to go get a coffee, just try some peppermint. Give yourself 5 to 10 seconds, rub it together, breathe it in, and you will be energized. Okay. It's a great way to naturally cool the body. So, anytime there's a rise in temperature or you may feel overheated, this is a great one to incorporate. Any kind of muscle tension or tightness. So, peppermint's a great one to massage into the shoulders. So, maybe that sluggish afternoon, you've been working at the computer for a long time or whatever it may be, just give yourself a little massage with the peppermint. It's going to wake you up and help with that muscle tension. It can also freshen your breath. So remember, you can use this internally. You can do even a little dab on your thumb and press it right to the roof of your mouth. It will freshen your breath instantly, or any kind of stomach issues. It's going to help with digestive relief and helping to set goals, get clarity. Again, we're thinking about that motivation, right? So this is one you do not want to be without. And we'll talk about all of these, but here's some great medicine cabinet basics. So lavender, I talked about that one a little bit. It's a great natural antihistamine. Also, any kind of skin issues or burns or bites. These are kind of like ones that are designed to replace your medicine cabinet. Lemon is great for detox or cleansing the body, a great mood booster. Any kind of, when people tell me they've got like just mucus or congestion all the time, I always tell them like add lemon in your water. Mm, oh, that's so good. I got lemon in my water all the time. Um, but that's going to really help to break up that mucus. Peppermint, we just talked about, helps with even fevers, hot flashes, headaches. Digestin, this is really good for digestive support. So any kind of nausea, reflux, gas, bloating, anything like that. Again, we'll talk about this, but this is a great one to have on hand. And breathe. So breathe is our respiratory blend. So we want to talk about opening up those airways. This is great for congestion, even snoring. You can rub this, put it like a swipe of it on the pillow. Any kind of asthma or allergies, breathe is one of my favorites for that. So we talked about knowing that oils are safe. And it's also important to understand that oils are going to be extremely effective because we have the ability to permeate that cell membrane. So we're getting to the root cause of the problem. We're never covering up or masking the issue. And so when we're looking at our cells, okay, this is now that the kids are back in school, this is a little biology 101 you can learn here too. And the cell has this nice oily membrane. Okay. The nice oily membrane is what protects your cell. Two things that can harm your cell: one is bacteria, which lives on the outside of the cell, and one is viruses, which live on the inside of the cell. Okay, so when you go to the doctor and they tell you you have a bacterial infection, they can usually prescribe something pretty easily because that bacteria is living on the outside of the cell. Okay. The tricky thing with that, we're talking about like an antibiotic, is that it does not know the difference between good bacteria and bad bacteria. So it gets into the body like guns blazing, pow, 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 and it's knocking out all the bacteria. And that's why they always say, like, make sure that you stay, take a good probiotic after your antibiotic because you just completely wiped out your microbiome. And I've just more research that we're discovering, it actually takes a full year for your body to be able to rebuild that microbiome after taking an antibiotic. Yes, there are times that it is important to take an antibiotic. I totally agree with that. I just want you to feel empowered to know that your oils can be your first line of defense. Okay. This is the first thing that we can lean into as an alternative. And then that can be our next step. So, the reason why they're going to be really effective is because they can actually attack and get at those viruses that are at the inside of the cell. Because when you go to the doctor and they tell you you have a virus, they always tell you to go home, get plenty of rest, and let nature run its course, right? Make sure to be hydrating, resting, and it's just going to take time. And the reason why is because the medications are a water based synthetic and they do not have the ability to penetrate this cell membrane right here. Okay. And so that virus is living on the inside. Uh, what your oils can do is not only stop the replication of the bacteria living on the outside of the cell, but because it's an oil and the molecules are small enough, we can penetrate that cell membrane and stop the replication of the viruses. Okay, so we're always working with the body on a cellular level. And we share 60% of our DNA with plants. So when we're using them or applying them, all the different ways that we're going to talk about using them, your body sees them as food and fuel. We're speaking the same language, so they can be 100% metabolized. Or if you're wondering how fast they can work, within 22 seconds, it takes 22 seconds for these oil molecules to reach the brain. It takes 2 minutes until they're found in the bloodstream. And within 20 minutes, they will impact every cell in the body. Okay. So it's pretty powerful. One of my favorites, especially when we're talking about immune support, is On Guard. This is going to be going on guard, protective blend. This is the one that is going to be making sure that we're protecting the immune system. So we have cinnamon and clove, wild orange, rosemary, and eucalyptus in here. Okay. Again, these 5 oils are working together synergistically to support your immune system. Right in the diffuser, we have this one diffusing pretty much 24/7 all year long. Because when we're diffusing, and we'll talk about this, the oils are getting into the air, the molecules are getting into the air, and it's actually cleaning and purifying the air. Okay. We're eliminating those airborne pathogens. So clove and cinnamon are really important in here because those are ones that actually have highest level of antioxidants in nature. So we want to make sure that we have these in our in this blend. Great way to really focus, and you'll find as you use oils in your daily routine, you are really going to focus on staying healthy. We want to be proactive about our health and not reactive. So applying topically to the feet and spine is a great way to use this On Guard oil. Bottoms of your feet, this is a great place to put oils. There's no like sebaceous glands or waterproof barriers on our feet, so we can readily absorb the oils. Plus, the whole reflexology, all those things is going to be really powerful. And your spine is your information highway. So when we're putting oils on our spine, that means that basically your body can absorb it and knows where your body needs those oils most. Okay. Great for sore throats. I was just on the plane yesterday. Or Saturday night, I got home and I woke up yesterday morning, Sunday, with a sore throat. And I'm like, oh, how did this happen? Right. So I took some On Guard and I just put it in a shot glass. I just did 2 drops of On Guard, filled the rest with water, tipped it back, gargled with it, let it get into those crevices of my throat. You can either spit it out or it's safe to swallow. I did that twice yesterday, and I actually took we have these On Guard capsules, which is really easy. It's a great way to take the On Guard. It has the addition of Melissa oil in here, black pepper, and oregano. So those are really heavy hitters for like antiviral support. So I took those 3 times yesterday, and I feel great today. So whatever it was, I nipped it in the bud. I'm so thankful, feeling fine, and all good, and didn't miss a day of work. Okay, immune support. We talked a little bit about oregano. This is really important for any kind of viral or bacterial infections. It's also really good for warts. So you can put this, oh, and skin tags. This one works really good for that too. Any kind of athlete's foot, strep throat. It is a hot oil. So I would not recommend putting this like directly on the skin. You can take it in like a little veggie cap, or you can dilute it down with what we call a fractionated coconut oil. I'll talk about that when we talk about like topical application. And tea tree is another great one for immune support. This is really good. And I'll talk about ear infections, even stinky armpits, blemishes, cold sores, cuts, wounds, anything like that. Tea tree is really, it's antiviral, antibacterial, antimicrobial. It's a great one to even clean your shower with. On Guard, we just talked about that one with supporting your immune system. Even really great for oral health. And if you look on the doTERRA website, you'll see that we have so many fabulous On Guard products. So like your On Guard mouthwash we have a toothpaste, we have a foaming hand wash, we have a laundry detergent, we have oh my gosh, all those great things. So love it. Okay. Hand sanitizer, all those good things. And then frankincense. Frank is king. Okay. So this is going to be really good for helping with healthy cell development. So we want to encourage to regenerate those healthy cells. Really good for meditation and focusing, also scars and wrinkles. So we can put frankincense just about anywhere, and it's going to be really powerful for the skin. Abode is another relatively new blend you may not be familiar with, but this is our refreshing blend. And this came out in 2021 in response to all of the concerns that we had for cleaning and immune support. This has lime, litsea, cassia, lemon eucalyptus, tea tree, arborvitae, a special strain of eucalyptus called kochii, cilantro, lavandin, and lemon myrtle. Okay, this is really great for cleaning the home. It's an awesome surface cleaner. It fights stains and grease. This is one we have down with our laundry. And anytime something has a stain, we'll just put the Abode on it, let it soak for a little bit, and then throw it in. It's a great like pre-stain treatment. It's even a good insect deterrent and also really great for odor spray. So you can spray this in like shoes or pet areas, anything like that. Abode is an incredible blend. Super powerful. This is just to show you how powerful it is. So this, I love Petri dishes. This just brings me right back to high school here, high school biology. But they put in, this is without the Abode oil and with the Abode oil. Okay. So you can see there's one little dot there of the oil they put in place. That's what that one little white dot is. And then this one doesn't have any abode oil. So this is with a mold. Okay, I can't even pronounce that aspergillus, but it's a type of mold. Okay, so within 2 days, you can see that this mold is starting to grow and develop, but there's nothing happening here. After 3 days, again, you can see the progression. 4 days, it's getting pretty black in here, and it is starting to have some development here. But as it continues, you can see where we put this all the way after 6 days. This is completely black. Here you can see where we put that one drop. This is like this no zone, or this zone of inhibition. This is protecting from that mold getting anywhere near that one drop of abode. So obviously, when you're cleaning your counters, you're not just going to put one drop of abode, right? You're going to wipe down the entire surface. So we're helping to protect against any kind of funguses or bacterias. Anything like that. This is going to be extremely powerful. So this was just in 6 days of what power abode can do for cleaning surfaces. So this is pretty much on my order. I don't know, every 3 months or so, because we use quite a bit of it. And my kids are always reaching for it just for that stain removal. But I think it's really good when we talk about immune support and how to be able to clean the home safely. Okay. Next thing you want you to know is that your oils are going to be affordable. So they are literally pennies per dose. Again, remember that with doTERRA oils, we're only going to be using 1 to 2 drops per application. So they're actually going to be more affordable than traditional healthcare. And there's many reasons for that. First of all, you've got these natural solutions right at your fingertips. So again, this is going to be a completely empowered feeling. This is what you can lean into and reach to as your first line of defense. They have saved us a ton of money every single year. We've got 3 kids. They're older now, so they don't seem to get sick as often. But especially when we first started, we've been living a doTERRA life exclusively for the past 8 years. Anytime they were sick, first of all, it always seemed like it happened in the middle of the night. It was always either, 2 a.m. in the morning, or we're on vacation. That's the worst, right? When someone gets sick on vacation. And then we would have to call the doctor, try to make an appointment. We would have to get them out of school. We would drive them there. We'd have to sit in the waiting room for another hour. Then we would have to wait to see the doctor. And then we would have to go, call in the prescription and then wait for that. And, anytime you go to pick up your prescription, it's another 30 minutes, or the line is 15 people long. So that took a lot from us financially, not to mention just the fact of being sick, right? And so now that we use these on a daily routine for our entire home, it's not to say that you're never going to get sick. But I mean, just like me yesterday, I woke up with a sore throat, like it's a normal thing. But this was my first line of defense. This is what I used, just to be able to stay healthy. And so you can do the same thing. And again, incorporating this into your daily routine is a great way to be able to keep that health and wellness continuing, being proactive about it. Okay. All right. So, some great oils that I have loved, that have saved us a ton of money for the Kading family. There's 2 that we would never leave. Well, of course, I mean, there's probably 10 that we would never leave home without, but 2 that really come to mind for me is DigestZen. This is for digestive support. So, remember that 80% of your immune system is going to be in your gut. So, this is going to really help with digestive relief. Any kind of acid reflux, I always tell people to use DigestZen, just massage it on the sternum. Also, any kind of motion sickness, this is great for, or sinus pressure. You can actually dilute this down and massage it right into your cheekbones. This is going to support everything from the mouth to the south. Okay. So everything from hole to hole. So whether it's constipation, diarrhea, you ate something weird that your body doesn't agree with, things just aren't right. Maybe you over consumed, like anytime like my husband makes spaghetti or tacos, it's so hard for me to contain myself because my eyes are always bigger than my stomach. But DigestZen to the rescue. So my family, there's 3 people in here for sure that have a pretty sensitive stomach. So especially when we're traveling, this is one that we just never leave home without, because when we're just not eating regular foods from our home, that my husband's a great cook, thank God. but things can just get weird. So we always have this with us. And again, just massaging right on the stomach works really, really well. You can actually, you can see that you can also use this internally. That's another great way to use it. And lavender is another one that has saved us a ton of money. So again, lavender is another one you can use aromatically, topically, internally. This is helping with reducing panic or overwhelm, stopping the mind chatter. But we know lavender to be calming, right? And then this is where it has really come into play for us, for our family, to be saving us a lot of money. It's great for cuts, bumps, scrapes, bruises, burns, bee stings, bug bites, sunburns, even. It is phenomenal for that. So we always keep this one in the kitchen. It can even soothe the burned tongue if you're like me. I can hardly contain myself when the pizza comes out or soup or something like that. So you can even apply lavender to a burned tongue or the burned roof of the mouth. It's also a natural antihistamine. So this is a great way to be able to support the body in a natural way when we have seasonal threats. Right now, I think ragweed is really high right now. So I can see a lot of people with allergy issues. This is a great natural alternative. And any kind of head tension. Lavender is just going to be instantly soothing, right? So here's a great recipe for a warm body temperature. This is really great for, anytime there's a rise in temperature. Okay. It can be for a multitude of reasons, whether it's hormonal or you're fighting something. You do 1 drop of lavender. You can rub that into the back of the neck, feet, behind the ears, and then that 1 drop of peppermint. We're going to do that on the bottoms of the feet. I even like to massage that into the spine every few hours, or even put it on a washcloth for someone who's fighting something and place that over the head. It's instantly soothing or cooling, or around the shoulders. That's another great way to do it too. Ear support. This one has saved us a ton of money because my kids always had ear problems growing up. And especially when traveling, it's like, oh my gosh, we're in the car, we're on our way to vacation, and someone's ear is bothering them. So, this is an awesome combination of tea tree, basil, and lavender. You can either massage this behind the ear, into the earlobe. You can use like a cotton ball. We never want to drop oils directly into the ear. So, make sure that you're either putting it on a cotton ball or just massaging on that little bone behind the ear every 3 to 4 hours. This works phenomenal for any kind of earaches. All right, how are you going to use these oils in your home? Okay, what are the 3 ways? The first is going to be aromatic. So you may be familiar with what a diffuser is. This is basically your crock pot for your essential oils. And so you fill it up with water, regular lukewarm water, add 6 to 8 drops of your essential oils, and turn it on and just set it and forget it. Okay, super easy. We do this like 24/7 in our home. Our dogs love it. We have a dog, a cat, some fish. I've got my little tortoise behind me, Harvey, and diffusers are just great. Okay, they love it almost like for emotional support. So when we leave work in the morning, we get the diffusers going. Lemongrass and lavender is one of my favorite combos in the kitchen, and they just love that. So if you're wondering how this works, this is something that you might think, well, I just want oils because I just want my house to smell good, which is really interesting because like they just found out and just released to us that 83% of people come to doTERRA because they just want their house to smell good. They aren't even aware of the benefits to your health and wellness. But that's okay. That's what I did. Like in the beginning, I was just like, I just think they smell good. But they do so much more than that. Okay. So if you're wondering how this works, the aroma travels to the back of each nostril where these molecules attach to the receptors. Those nerves send that aroma information to the olfactory bulb in the brain, and the olfactory bulb sends that information to the amygdala, which converts those aromas into emotions and memories. These aroma memories are stored and create a triggered response to that aroma, such as calming, focus, or joy. So, this olfactory bulb is directly connected to our limbic system, which links to our emotions. It affects your heart rate, your blood pressure, your breathing, memory, stress, hormone balance, all of those things. Okay. So, it's going to have a big impact just from opening up the bottle and breathing. Breathing. There we are. One that I love, and we talked a little bit about it before, but Breathe. This is our respiratory blend. Note that we're only using this aromatically or topically. This opens up the airways. It's a total marriage saver. So if you have anyone who snores, or like me, someone who just recently started snoring in our home, this is a great one to be able to have on hand. You can put it in the diffuser. Again, you can put it on the bottoms of their feet, on the pillowcase, whatever works, but it's allowing more oxygen to the lungs. So it's great for even a pre-workout blend. My daughter loves to diffuse it just because she said it just soothes her stress, anxiety. She doesn't have any snoring issues or anything, but she just likes the way she feels when she diffuses it at night. Has a very calming effect. And again, we're supporting those lungs during the seasonal changes. Balance, this again, one of my favorites. It's very grounding and calming. We've got spruce leaf, hoe wood, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, osmanthus, helping with any kind of restlessness or anxiousness. You can apply this to the heart for grief or depression. Also great for mood swings, hot flashes, bottoms of the feet for eliminating fear. This is a great one. We're going to use aromatically and topically. It's even great for pets. So this is showing you, this is my dog Piper, who gets hyper in the car. She's always jumping around. And when we put balance on her, she's just totally chill and relaxed and loving the car ride. And then we all enjoy it a little bit better too. So here's a great little diagram here. This is a red blood cell of a actual dog that was just stressed out. And so then they applied balance to the dog. You just put it on, just massage it and rub it right into their coat. And 20 seconds later, they took another blood sample of the dog. And you can see that the cells have reoxygenated themselves and now they're flowing. So we don't feel that tension and tightness that we normally do when we're stressed out. Balance helps to reoxygenate those cells so that everything can flow freely and we don't have those tight muscles. So love that one. Adaptive is another great one. This is our calming blend. So it has lavender, neroli, rosemary, wild orange, spearmint, copaiba, and magnolia, helping with a calm and centered mindset. I call it alert serenity. So it's helping with just being calm, but you can still get things done, right? You don't feel like you're sedated. Also helping with stress, anxiousness, one of my favorites with the Epsom salt bath. Absolutely incredible. So that's aromatic, and we'll talk about topical. So topical use, we're going to apply and put oils on right to the area of concern. Okay, so it's going to have those amazing localized benefits. And so anytime you're putting an oil on your body, we want to make sure that we're using a carrier oil. This is the reason why. Okay, so if we apply and put the oils on our skin, you're going to get some benefit, but the oils are going to flash off and evaporate pretty quickly. But if we layer in the coconut oil with your essential oil, it's actually going to give those oils weight. So they're going to stay localized for a longer period of time. You also can cover a larger surface area when we are using the fractionated coconut oil. So you're going to use less of your regular oil. My ratio is usually 3 drops of the carrier oil to 1 drop of your regular oil. Okay, 3 to 1. And it's also going to protect against any kind of skin sensitivity. So that's a great, great thing. You always want to make sure you have that. When we talk about topical use, one of the first things that comes to mind is any kind of aches and pains, right? Anything that hurts. We want to be able to put something on there to be able to ease that pain. So Deep Blue is our soothing blend. This helps with soothing sore muscles, supports with healthy circulation. You can massage this into your legs for any kind of growing pains, muscle cramps, spasms, anything like that. In the neck to ease any kind of tension and tightness, even your lower abdomen to ease any kind of feminine like muscle cramps, things like that. This comes in 3 forms. So it comes as the oil itself. There's a rub, a cream that you can use, or an actual stick it just looks like a deodorant and you can open it up and apply it that way. Okay, so it's so popular. We have several methods of delivery there. When we talk about skin, we talked before about oregano and tea tree. These are so good, not only for your immune support, but any kind of, again, oregano skin tags and warts. Your tea tree is going to be great for a healthy scalp, also healthy foot, athlete's foot, or healthy nail beds. So this is a one that I just kind of routinely at night, it's on my nightstand and I just kind of massage it in. You can also clean your showers, your toilets, all the things because tea tree is antimicrobial, antiviral, antibacterial. Okay, it's a powerhouse. You can take a little screenshot of this. This is kind of where to apply your oils, especially with like the main top 10 on your head, massaging in peppermint and lavender, of course, with any kind of tension. You can put balance or serenity, lavender or adaptive on the heart to promote grounding. Spine, of course, is great for on guard, tea tree, lemon, and frankincense on the spine for immune support. Your shoulders, that deep blue is going to feel so good. Even peppermint's going to be great to layer with that. Breathe is going to go on the chest to be able to open up those airways. And on the stomach, digestion is going to be great for any kind of stomach upset. Okay, so that's a great little cheat sheet for those top oils. And lastly, we'll talk about internal use. So if you're wondering which one of your oils you can consume internally, always look on the side of the bottle. And we're only going to be talking about doTERRA essential oils with this, okay? We're not talking about anything else because we want to make sure that we have that purity and that potency. So we'll have supplemental facts on the side. It usually says 1 drop. And some of my favorites, well, Digestin, of course, we talked about that. Lemon, lime, your MetaPower, that's going to be a great, like, I don't want to say appetite suppressant, but it's really helpful for those sugar cravings. Grapefruit, wild orange, peppermint, all of these are great to incorporate into your water. And we want to make sure that we have that healthy water intake for several reasons. And if you're wondering how much you need, it's going to be half of your weight in ounces. So if you weigh 120 pounds, we want to make sure that we're drinking 60 ounces of water a day. Okay. So 70% of our body is water, 80% of our skin is water, 75% of our brain is water. And it's really important when we're consuming water because this is helping to convert our food into energy, helping us to absorb our nutrients properly, and also moving the toxins and flushing that out of the body. Okay. So making sure that we're getting our water, it makes it really easy when like we add something like lemon or wild orange to your water because it tastes great. Just remember to only put it in glass or stainless steel. We don't want to put anything in a plastic container because something especially like lemon is designed to break down the plastic buildup in our body. And it will also break down that plastic container. So stick with glass or stainless steel. Lemon is the oil of focus. It's great for cleansing the body, supporting with any kind of acid reflux. You might think of lemon as being acidic, but the lemon oil that we're using here is coming strictly from the rind. All of our citrus oils come from the rind and not the juice. So what that means is it's actually helping to make the body more alkaline and less acidic. And the more alkaline your body is, the better you can fight disease. So you can use this as a produce cleaner, cleaning homes and surfaces, mental clarity, helping to stay engaged. I find when I do have this in my water in a daily routine, it's getting rid of that toxic load, that kind of brain fog, and really helps with that focusing. Again, aromatically, topically, and internally. And then frankincense. We talked a little bit about this. Frank is king. So many great ways to use this, but it's going to help with emotional support. It's also an incredible anti-aging tool. So adding frankincense to your evening or daily moisturizer or just anywhere on the skin is going to be really great. So anything that might look weird on the skin, I always recommend using frankincense. This is also going to help our cells to perform optimally. So we're really encouraging that healthy cell replication. That's exactly what frankincense does. Okay. Aromatically, topically, and internally here. So let's circle back and hopefully we covered what your top 3 health concerns were. And just imagine what your daily life would be like without those concerns. And sometimes, we don't know what we don't know. And I've talked to so many people that I've helped on their wellness journey and they'll say, gosh, Kara, I had no idea that I could feel this good. I just didn't even know that what this would even feel like or that this was a possibility because I never got enough sleep at night, or, I always struggle with aches and pains, or I always had digestive issues, whatever it may be, it was something that they just started to accept that as their way of life. And then as we worked on this, health concern by health concern, and now they're feeling their absolute, best that they can. They're like, this is incredible. Like I couldn't even imagine a world like this before because I've never felt it before. So there is always natural solutions. And I will say that everybody is a little bit different. So there may be something that I gravitate to and love, but my chemistry is a little bit different than yours. So there may be something else that you reach for. And that's the joy of like having wellness classes where people can share their testimonies because um, everybody's different and there's no right or wrong. But we always work to find a natural solution for you. So if you're wondering how to get oils in your home or how to get doTERRA in your home, through Milligers, we're able to give you a special link where you can get these at 25% off of the retail price. There is no longer a membership fee as long as you're using my link. So if you just went to the doTERRA site and started to order, even if you're setting up an account, they would charge you a $35 membership fee. But because you're connected to me, you're able to have that membership fee waived. Okay. So you just literally just work directly with my link, whether I send you a link and you shop and choose as you like, or I send you a customized shopping cart with exactly what you're looking for, you're going to be able to not have that $35 membership fee. And then you have a free wholesale account. So you can order what you want, when you want, whenever you want. There's no requirements on you. We do have a very generous loyalty rewards program, but it's not a requirement. No matter what, you will always get 25% off of the retail. You get free shipping on your orders over 100 PV or product value. And for this month, I have some special gifts that you can get free with your order also. You can get below wholesale if you're a new customer when you purchase one of our starter kits. And I'll show you some of my favorites for that. For this month, we have I have a special promo code that gives you a free bottle of Balance. That's a $26 value with any 100 PV or product value order. If your order gets to 150 PV, you get the free Balance and you can choose from one of these gifts. Most people choose a diffuser because like you always need a diffuser. But if you think you don't, then you can either get the foaming hand wash with a dispenser, or you can get both of our toothpaste. There's an On Guard toothpaste and a Supermint toothpaste. If your order's at 200 PV, you get the Balance, you get one of these gifts, and you get a free roller ball of Adaptive. That is our calming blend, okay? And then you get this free reference book from me. So this will come with your order. This comes directly from me, okay? So it just all depends on what you're looking for. We can completely customize this, or you can do it as one of the starter kits. So if you're like, you know what, just put it together for me. This Healthy Start Kit is a great way to dip your toe into doTERRA. We're talking about the top 10 oils. They come in a little smaller bottles. So this is the size that they come with. That is 85 drops of the essential oils. When you reorder, they're going to be in this bigger bottle. Okay, so this is a small bottle, big bottles, 250 drops. But it's a great way to kind of explore, see what you like. Choose, like I said, you'll get these top 10. And then when you want to reorder, you're going to get the bigger bottles, but you can find what you like. These are designed to replace your medicine cabinet. So we talked about all these tonight: the On Guard, the Breathe, DigestZen, Deep Blue, Peppermint, Lavender, Lemon, tea tree, frankincense, oregano. And then you can add in, so this is $165. You get that free bottle of Balance, but you can also add in other items. Like I always recommend that coconut oil. You could do the Deep Blue stick, whatever it may be, and you'll get that 25% off of the retail off of that also, okay? Another great option is the Healthy Habits Kit. So this is one that you can get that lifelong vitality that I talked about in the beginning with the Terrazyme and the PB Restore, but you also get the Deep Blue Rub, and you get some essential oils in here like On Guard. Tangerine is a great citrus blend, lavender, Balance, frankincense. All of those are really great. And then again, you could layer in, you could be like, okay, well, I would also like to get that MetaPower. I want that collagen. The collagen looks just like this. Okay. It's just a little sachet you mix with cold water and you consume that once a day. Okay. And then I also just did like, oh, these are my absolute favorites. And people are like, okay, well, what are your favorites, Kara? This is what my daily routine is. So I've got the Lifelong Vitality in here. I've got the MetaPower Advantage, the collagen. Terrazyme is that natural enzyme that helps to break down your food and absorb your nutrients better. Your PB Restore is your pre and probiotic. And then the Deep Blue Stick, the lemon, the abode oil that we talked about, and that would be $286.50. And you would get all these free items. You get the free diffuser, you get the free bottle of balance, you get the free adaptive touch, you get the free book from me, all of those great things. Otherwise, we can just pick your own. Okay. So you can pick whatever you want. There's no requirement on you. If there's anything that speaks to you tonight, we can work together and be able to customize your cart. Okay. So just know that that is always available to you. What you can expect from me, you're going to get a welcome packet. You get included into our private Facebook group. I always guide people with a 30-minute wellness consult. You get folded into our community of education and support. And then I'm your oil girl. So you get my phone number that you can text me anytime for basically 24-hour care and support. I love when people ask me questions, so don't ever hesitate. It's never a bother. It actually brings me such joy when people ask me questions, but just know that you got me. I'm there for you every step of the way. For anybody who hasn't started their account yet, you can text me. This is my cell phone. And I will also give you a free bottle of peppermint when you connect with me and we set up your wholesale account this week. So I just think that it's a great way to just kind of encourage you to be like, okay, let's start this. It's September. We're just moving into these winter seasons. This is a great time to be able to jump in and just take control of your health and wellness, right? I think that's everything. Oh, I'll go into that later. I've gotten a little bit too long. I'm going to make sure that I stop here. So does anyone have any questions? Where we're at here. I didn't see anything in the chat. And you feel free to unmute if you want. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go into my wheel of names.
We know how many.
Okay, now we're live. Ask her.
Hey guys. Oh yes.
Hi. Do we have to use these and test how they work on our body before we're hopping into 100 different ones like you showed us tonight that I would never be able to keep up with anyway, but
yeah, you can really pick and choose as you want. So you know, like the starter kit is really nice because, you know, we have 10 oils in there that are designed to replace your medicine cabinet. It comes with like a little guide with how to use those 10. And then I also send like a breakdown of how to use each one and incorporate them into your daily routine. Otherwise, you can pick and choose. If you're like, well, I would like to try, you know, adaptive and peppermint and lemon, you could do that. We can totally customize it and pick it for like what your exact needs are. Does that make sense? I'm putting your names into the wheel of names because somebody is going to win the rollerball.
Now this is Peggy. And I'm Barb.
All
and
right.
We're both signed up.
Yeah, I got Barb. I got Peggy.
Good.
I got Sue. I've got Joan.
I'm Joan. Kara, the frankincense we can do internally too, right?
Yes. And I do that every day. I put a drop under my tongue
okay.
every morning.
That's what I thought.
Yes, I do that every day.
Thank you.
Sona. Oh, I'm glad you guys are all here. And Joan. Okay, so maybe you can see it. Here's my little wheel of names. And I'm spinning it. Someone's going to get some confetti here. Oh, there's the confetti. And it's going to Barbara Engel. All right. I'm glad you're on.
Me.
I'm going to make you an immunity roller that will have all of the, that basically has the On Guard in it. It has frankincense in it, lemon, oregano, and the tea tree. So that is something that
Thank
I just
you.
roll on my spine, bottoms of my feet. My kids all have one of those. And it's really beneficial for just, again, being proactive about your health and staying healthy. So I love it. Does anyone else have any other questions? Yes, Bruna.
So, the one that you said about the ear,
Yes.
would that work in the airplane when it's going up and down too, or?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a great idea. Especially like the tea tree and the tea tree and the lavender in there. That was basil, tea tree, and lavender. And
Mhm.
so that would be something that you could just have it in a roller and then just massage it right behind the ear because it really helps to just
Yeah, thank you.
relieve that pressure and keep those airways or those, ear canals open.
Okay,
That's a great idea.
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
My kids just always struggle with ear issues. And the last time I had made a rollerball for my daughter because we were in the car, we're on our way up to Door County, and she's like, "Oh, my ear hurts." And I was like, "Gosh, we're just starting vacation. We're in the car. We're not even there yet." And so I said, just roll this on every 2 hours. It was like in the evening. And so the next morning I said, how's it going? How's your ear, Sophie? And she said, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about it. Like my ear doesn't bother me at all anymore. So within, 12 hours, she had relief from that, which I was so thankful because then we could actually enjoy our vacation. That was much, much better. So, okay, well, I will send out this recording and any questions you have, you know how to get a hold of me. I'm always available and I always love to talk health and wellness. But hopefully this was inspiring. Feel free to share the recording to anybody that you think would be benefiting from it. And then we have some fun classes coming up at Milligers. We have an aroma yoga one coming up. We have another yoga one in October. And then we'll also be doing one in October with all the brand new products that just debuted at convention. So I'm just waiting from doTERRA Corporate for the actual set date for that. But I think it'll be Wednesday, October 16th. So I'm really excited. Well, thanks for
Will
being
you
with
be
me
doing any
tonight,
of those
guys.
at the
Pardon?
Sturt? Will you be doing any of those at the Sturtevant one, or are they all going to be at the Racine one?
Oh, good question. I did one at the
Especially
Sturtevant
with the new
store.
big parking lot.
I know there's a big parking lot there now. We got to fill up those spaces. You know what? I will schedule one for Sturtevant.
Okay, good.
That's important. Yeah, I'll keep you posted on that for sure.
Okay, thanks.
Good question. All right, guys, have a good night. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. You're always
Stay
helpful.
healthy.
Thanks.